Morning, everybody. It's 8:40 on this Monday, the 22nd of July, and this is your pre-opening comment. It is video number 2207. Okay, Asia is down a bit. Europe is up a bit. And China lowered a bunch of rates, including their repo rates, in an effort to stimulate their poorly acting economy. We'll have to see how that goes, whether or not it means anything at all. Okay, in the news, we got good news, bad news on Tellurian. The company is being sold for $1 a share for the shareholders. That's good news because the stock was trading at 58 cents and now it's trading at 95 cents. The bad news is that represents a loss for us, although not substantial. The CrowdStrike carryover continues. Delta canceled a third of its flights yesterday, canceled more flights today. And CrowdStrike is trading now around 291, which is down, pardon me, let's see, 291.30, and that is down about $14. Remember, it was down hard from higher levels. Let's see, on Friday it traded down to 304.96, and that was down $66 or 17%. So it continues a little bit lower again this morning. As far as the futures, based on the Biden stepping away, we started at 6:30. The Dow was up 48. It sold off a little to up only 40. It came back to up 50 and currently is up 67. The NASDAQ was 160, 195, currently up 221, and the S&P was up 27 to up 30 to up 34, and currently is in that general area, up about 37. So, the answer is positive. It's not an overwhelming issue. I've been saying for 9 months that Biden was not going to be the nominee, and so I'll pat myself on the back there. But this whole Kamala Harris thing, there's a lot of speculation. But what most of it still comes down to is the Democrats are still concentrating on the anti-Trump vote. She has a terrible record. I don't know how you judge her on anything other than being part of Biden's issues, including the horrendous issue of the border. And she was, quote, the border czar, who seemingly did absolutely nothing. So, yes, there is a relief rally because Biden is gone. However, Harris is not a shoo-in. There are people who still want an open convention. If you look at it from the standpoint of the fact that we've already been through a primary and 15 million people wanted Joe Biden to be the candidate, and now by proclamation he's not, that says a little bit of something about the disappointment and, in fact, the disenfranchisement of those people. In the futures markets, the grains are slightly higher. The oil continues lower, trading 78.03. That's down another 61 cents. after being down $2.50 last week. Heating oil is down, gasoline is down, nat gas is actually up 7 cents. The gold is lower, the silver is lower, the copper is continuing lower, now trading 417 and a half. That's down from 470 just 6 or 8 weeks ago. So that's a pretty substantial decline. The dollar is a little bit weaker as bonds are a little bit higher, but the bonds are kind of a split market also. The long end of the bonds are higher. The 30-year is up 12 seconds. The 10-year is up substantially less. The 5-year is actually down, and the 2-year is actually down. So the inverted spread is up another about 3 points. So it's gone back to about 30 from 27. So we'll have to see how that works out. All right, folks, this is an evolving story. There's no way to really put anything definitive. We'll have to see how the market reacts to it, but let's remember that Iris has not been in the limelight, and now that the spotlight will be shining on her, expect to see some of that stupid Republican crap that, demeans her on a personal level, which really has no place in politics. But hey, that's what politics has evolved into here. All right, we had no economic news today. We have very limited economic news tomorrow, only existing home sales until we get to Thursday, where we have GDP advance, the deflator, claims, durable goods, international trade, retail inventories, wholesale inventories. And then on Friday, we have the Fed's favorite PCE prices and PCE core, personal income and spending. So that'll give us a little bit more insight. People are still talking about a September rate hike, and frankly, if the Fed was afraid to look political by doing a rate cut before the November election, this just exacerbates it. All right, folks, I'll be back later.